Despite not ever being shown in the LEGO Harry Potter movies, the Hufflepuff Common Room has made its way into LEGO Harry Potter form, but unfortunately for it, it is in the form of one of these house banners. As in 2023, LEGO released a range of sets that each depicted the various Hogwarts houses in this style of set that sort of doubled as a display set as well as a place set as they fold up into a banner, and unfortunately, these sets are not very good. This is set 76412 Hufflepuff House Banner and releases March 1st for $35 US, 50 Australian and 30 Great British pounds. And out of the 4 sets in this sub-theme, honestly, the Hufflepuff House Banner was the one that I was most looking forward to. I personally really enjoyed the Herbology Hogwarts Moments book, and I feel like with Hufflepuff, the Common Room just has so much potential. And a lot of that comes down to 2 things. Firstly, that we didn't actually see it in the movie, so there's a lot of options here for creativity. But secondly, Hufflepuff is known to have a very strong herbology background, which means there is a lot of opportunity to play around with some of the plant pieces here. However, upon building it, I really don't think that this holds up to what I expected. At this point, this is the 3rd banner I've built, and straight off the bat, it was the most repetitive and really just did not stand out very much at all. If you haven't already but want to hear my thoughts on those sets, I will leave them linked at the end of this video, and be sure to subscribe as well to check out the rest of my Harry Potter reviews. Kicking off the set are our 3 minifigures, with the most notable being Cedric Diggory. It's no surprise that he made the cut for this set, given he is by far the most recognizable Hufflepuff. What is surprising though is that LEGO actually gave him a new face print. It does look similar to the old sort of Han Solo style that we've gotten the last couple of years. However, his alternate face is slightly different. The print though, to me, at least on mine, looks a bit odd. It makes me question if it's a tad misprinted, though I really can't tell. Lastly, he comes along wearing a new Hufflepuff Quidditch sweater, which is a big standout of the set for me and I think looks great. Next up is Hannah Abbott, who makes her return from the student minifigure pack with a much updated look this time. Like Cedric, she has a new face print that looks really similar to her old one, but with a significantly better alternate face. Her hairstyle has also been changed, giving us this long curled hair, which personally is one of my favorite hair pieces, so I'm really glad to see it in this set. And overall, her hair and head kind of remind me of myself. Her torso is the rope print, which we've seen before in a couple of other sets, but unfortunately this time comes around with plain black legs. Lastly, we have Susan Bones, who is back and older than her appearance in the 2018 Great Hall. Again, she has a new face print, which looks fantastic, and personally, I think would really suit Ginny Weasley. Her hairpiece is a recolor of Moaning Myrtles from both the CMF and the most recent LEGO Harry Potter Advent Calendar, which combined with the cardigan print they gave her, I think looks really good overall. With the Hufflepuff banner, I am really glad that they went for more of these sort of golden toned yellow pieces, as I just think it contrasts the rest of the colors really nicely. Personally, I also think it makes the printed house crest stand out a lot more, since that is done in that sort of classic LEGO yellow, and also that has some really nice printing with the black lines and just gives it a little something extra. And overall, I really think this whole thing ties together really well, despite how, I guess, plain it is overall. The sides of the set though do feel a little bit messy just because of how many colors there are going on. However, I do like the fact that at least the color sort of scheme and tones are all within the same sort of family. When you open the set up, you are greeted by a very neutral color scheme, and unfortunately, or at least in my case, a lot less plants than you'd probably thought. Personally, I would have loved to have seen more greenery, specifically on the side panels, just to give this set a pop of color, because while the natural color scheme looks really nice with this set, it does just make the whole thing blend together sort of really blandly. The back panel to me, however, feels very plain, and outside of it being incredibly flat, there is not a lot going on with it outside of a very small fireplace at the bottom and the Hufflepuff crest at the top. The design of the back panel has a lot of cutouts going on, which means you can see a lot of that 3D lenticular card, which is nice. However, a lot of the portions of it don't actually move, so it's not really providing a lot more than a typical sticker would. Which, speaking of stickers, the ones in this set are pretty basic, and personally, I don't think actually add that much more detail to it overall. The standouts though for me are definitely the portrait of Newt Scamander that is hanging up on the wall, as well as the reference to the Charms Hogwarts Moments book. Personally, I just love little meta stuff like that, so seeing that in this set makes me really happy. The side builds in this set really aren't anything special and almost seem like they were thrown in just last minute to try add some value, because I really don't think that this kind of coffee table type of thing is adding a lot to Hufflepuff. Outside of the minifigures, to me, really there is not a lot in this build that I'm particularly drawn to outside of those 2 stickers, since the pieces are pretty basic. Even the plant pieces aren't overall that thrilling, and I really just guess that the whole thing is pretty repetitive and there's nothing special about it that's going on. Hufflepuff to me always felt like it was going to be the coolest and most visually interesting if they ever went and made the Hogwarts House Common Rooms in a set, but I feel like that is not replicated in this set at all, which is really disappointing considering I just feel like Hufflepuff had so much potential. Nothing stands out to me when I look at it, and I really don't think that this is going to have much play value either, considering there's really no play features, not a lot of space to play around with, and the accessories they get to, like literally you're just sticking a minifigure in and out of it, and it's really, really upsetting to see. The color scheme looks great and the minifigures are really, really exciting, but outside of a couple of neat references for Harry Potter fans, or maybe even LEGO fans in general, there is not a lot on offer here, which is such a pain to say. If you can find it at 30% off, I definitely think it would be worth picking up, because those minifigures all having unique face print with some amazing torsos are gonna add a lot of value if you're a LEGO Harry Potter fan, but otherwise I would save your money for something else. I really wanted to love this set and love this sub-theme, but for me so far this is definitely the weakest one that I have seen, and I am sorry for anyone who is a Hufflepuff fan. If you are gonna buy this set though, I definitely recommend hanging it up on the wall. I wouldn't display this open, there's just not a lot going on, and also if you do, make sure to hang it up because this thing does not stand up on its own. But otherwise, let me know your thoughts on this set down in the comments below, and be sure to check out my other LEGO Harry Potter reviews on the end screen now, and until next time, I'll see you later.